What's up, y'all? It's another hot day in Smyrna, Georgia. We're back at the shop. Just trying to get back more consistent with these videos again and post stuff like that. So we got a couple projects in the shop today. We got a wiring cleanup project. We got a check engine light car. We got another one that won't start. Actually, this car has been in the shop before, but I'll show you this one. This is the one we'll be working on right now. So we just mounted up these Forgiatos on it. We did front end suspension, put the rear trailing arms and stuff on it. It still has to go get aligned, but basically I'm going to be revamping the sound system in this car. So right now it has a stock radio with the Bluetooth edition on it. It's got a Forgiato amp. That's the bass knob right there. We're putting this Alpine double din in here, and I'll show you what it looks like in the trunk. So we got two L7 solar barracks. These look like these are 15s. L7 solar barrack 15s, and just a mess of wiring back there. I mean, the guy said him and his buddy put it in. They're not professionals. It's functional, but it looks like crap. So we're gonna clean all of this up, run new RCAs, put the radio in, make a nice amp rack, get this box bolted down so it won't slide around, and just make this trunk look as good as the rest of the car. And we got this thing back. I made a video on this car a couple months ago, sometime last year, when I did the knock sensors and some other stuff on it. It got towed here today as a no start, no run. We got Joe started on it early. Beautiful car. It's a 95. It's got a floor shift conversion, Dakota digital, gold Ruchis. You know, so working on that. Then we got my main man Daryl's 94 Impala in here right now. This one we just did a tune-up on it. What else? Tune-up. Getting ready to do a front end rebuild. So this is the entire front end, all the upper lower control arms. You got your move components, AC Delco, Bilstein shock. So the full front end's getting rebuilt. This car actually drives really nice. And then we're also doing a sound system revamp on this car as well. We're just gonna put the radio that he had in there back in it. It's just a single din. Oh, this is button work. No, it's a single din Pioneer, nothing crazy. And then he's got Quantum 4-channel, VFL 2-channel, and then he's got two American bass 15s in the trunk. And we also may be putting this train horn on it. He's got a train horn and some other stuff. We're gonna experiment, see where we can mount that up. So got a couple projects here in the shop. All right, we did a couple little things. Let's see if this thing starts. Nothing. Okay, no spark. All right, so he's got a little bit more work to do on that thing. Try to figure out why it's not why she's not firing up. But as you know, this is what I do, so it shouldn't be a big deal. What I'm gonna get started with first is pulling this lower dash off. We'll get the lower dash taken off so we can install the double din kit. Sean Anderson from Details reached out to me and supplied me with a few kits to have on hand, which worked out perfectly. I think I sold all 3 of them, so I'm probably gonna need to re-up with him soon, which is awesome. I mean, I don't know why more vendors of these Impala products don't do that. You know, if there's, you know, I'm one of the few people, if not maybe the only one, that has a shop that works on these, specializes in these cars. Why would you not want me to have your products in here and in every single car that I touch? But it's okay, we'll get it in here, we'll get it done. You know, he reached out. After I did it again, between the Details and the etches, I mean, I like them both for different reasons. So I really don't have a preference, honestly, just whichever one I can get quicker, basically. So let me get this lower dash off, and we'll get to cutting and making the double din kit, get this installed, get the wires run, and then we'll jump in the back and clean up that mess, build them a nice amp rack and everything like that. All right, so getting ready to cut this this lower dash. I already started. but I noticed that it was split right there. So what I did was I used a little piece of plastic and some of the epoxy to kind of give this some rigidity, so that when I cut, it doesn't cause any further problems. Once I paint it, it should clean that up pretty well, but I wanted to get it where it was all together. So that was phase one. So I'm getting ready to cut that out. We got this thing running. Ended up being this wire right here. This is the main power wire. It was hitting the belt, and you see all the residual belt stuff there, and it shorted out the fuel pump fuse and some other stuff. So got that all worked up, so she runs and drives now. Fires right up. Ready to go. Came in on the tow truck, driving home. All right, so once I get the initial piece cut out, I'll just test fit it, this thing, and then we'll know kind of where we need to trim. So this side definitely needs some trimming, and we'll smooth it all out. And I'll normally use the angle grinder with a sanding pad on it. That just works a lot better. So let me get that, and then we'll get it going. All right, so I'm waiting for the lower dash to cure with the bezel in it. So I figured I'll come prep this. So trim these two sides, pretty easy. Getting ready to do the wiring. I found this, and I'm like, why are these cut off? And then see this. So it looks like what they did. Instead of using a high-low signal, a high-low converter with the stock radio, which is normally what you would do, they cut the RCAs and just electrical tape them to the speaker outputs. So, yeah, I'll fix that. Connect the wires like they should be, run 9 wire. A better shot of the amp system we got going on. So it looks like we got a kicker. What is this? A kicker. I don't know what model this is. Oh, 1800.1. Okay, 1800.1 kicker. Okay, so we got, I'm guessing this is the wires to the subs. Yeah, we got power, ground. Ooh, one ground there, two remotes, two powers. This is the RCA. Nice. Then we got another RCA. And then we got this thing. DSA1. DSR1. Oh, we do have fuses in the back. Hey. Yeah, so it was Team No Fuse under the hood, but it's all right. The guy told me he wasn't a professional. Him and a friend of his pretty much threw this together. It made a little bit of noise, but we're gonna get it right, make it sound real nice in here. So I'm gonna go ahead and build an amp rack for it, get the amps mounted real nice, get the wires look real nice, do away with that DSA, whatever that is. We don't need that. I think it was just for a bass knob maybe, but I don't know. But we'll get rid of that. We'll get the amps mounted real nice board, you know, do it how I do it. But getting ready to get out of here for the day. I got the kids with me, and they can only sit still for so long. So we'll pick this back up tomorrow.